Hello, welcome to Fit Fandom, where I'm your apparel guide, Sir Clifton. I just want to welcome everybody here to Fit Fandom. This is going to be a really fun channel that I really hope that all of you are going to enjoy. We're going to be looking into some clothes. We're going to be looking into some other things, Oakley, uh, even sport memorabilia, if you will. So anything in this realm that you have a fandom for, it fits here at Fit Fandom. So, what we're going to talk about more than just the channel, which I'm very, again, thankful for everybody to be here. What I want to do is I want to dive into a company, and I'm wanting to do this so all of you already have an idea of how things is going to go here and flow. This is going to introduce you to a company called SuperX Apparel. And this company, it's known for active casual wear. You know, you can wear this stuff, you know, if you choose to wear it casually, you can wear it. But it's also geared in the realm of being active, lifting weights at the gym, running, jogging, walking, riding a bicycle. Just whatever you choose to do whenever you're active, that this stuff here holds no bounds. It's going to be comfortable, and it's going to provide the maximum stretch comfortability that you would be looking for, and whatever it is that you're choosing to do, you're going to know that what you're wearing is, you know, it's going to be okay. And you're also getting good quality. But SuperX started, and when they first started, they were doing some things in their designs, and then some of it got into, well, let's make this set appeal to a fandom of a character, but we can't put the logo on it because, well, there's license. You know, it's got a copyright. You know, we're going to have the okay to do it. But there's nothing that says that we can't do anything to make it look. And when people look, they'll, oh man, that whatever character. Well, it's an inspired by at that time. Well, this stuff really kicked off, and they really got into some talks with some major lines, companies that we know and love. Let's just name a few right here, shall we? Marvel, DC, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, X-Men. I mean, we can go right down the line. Even the Power Rangers, they've done some stuff for. So I just want to put it out there real quick that if you're thinking that you're looking at cosplay here, you're not. All right. If you want cosplay, well, we already know what that is. You're going to be doing actual suits. You know, that you got actual Superman suits out there, companies doing it, Batman, all of these. This is stuff to wear when you're working out, whatever it is you're doing active. If you don't work out, you just walk, run, ride a bicycle, just exercises, you know, even if you just decided, you know what, I'm just going to wear this because I just like the comfortability of the way this stuff feels. It's like nothing else, you know. I mean, this stuff is so light. Uh, it's very breathable. If you're working out, exercising, running, and you build up a sweat, this right here, man, you're going to be soaking. Okay, I know. This other stuff is meant to dry pretty quick, so you wouldn't have the soak time, if you will. So SuperX, their main headquarters is located in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is cool. I've got family there, so whenever I go in the future, maybe I can get a tour because I mean they're a great company, great people. The owner's great. The team that's working and doing all this stuff, going through the process that they go through, which we'll get through a little. I'll go through a little bit of it with you. They're phenomenal. You know, I mean, this stuff is like nothing that you've ever wore. It's nothing like you've ever seen. Uh, they really take it to a whole nother bar. They set the bar to a whole nother level, man. I mean, it's remarkable what they've done. Now, you're going to look at it when you go to superx.co. That's the website. When you go look at some of the stuff, you know, I'm going to put it out there. I mean, it's just like, you know, I buy Oakley, okay? Most people, that's not their cup of tea, okay? That's a little bit too high for them. But you know what you're getting, okay? With the price and everything, you know, the technology, you know, the design, you know, all the little details, which that will be for a whole nother video going into Oakley, because I do plan on doing that for all of you as well. I do want to just focus with the SuperX right here, but I'm using Oakley as an example. Uh, let's talk about clothes, okay? Like back in my generation, I grew up Tommy Hilfiger, Chaps, Polo, uh, Maurice Francois Gerbeau. They were big. Um, man, I can keep going on and on. Okay, it was a little high, but you knew that you was getting a pretty good quality, and you was getting designs and getting everything that was like nothing else that you would go buy at Walmart, Target, Kmart. You know, I'm going old school when I'm saying Kmart because that was a big deal. J.C. Penney, you know, stuff like that. Okay, you know, you're not going to get this stuff in those stores. You're getting good quality. All right. You, you know that adage, you get what you pay for. So some of the prices might turn you away, and that's absolutely okay. But if you are active and you want the comfortability, then and you don't mind, then this is something that you might want to check out and you might want to be a deep dive into. And you can be selective with what you get. But let's get into the company real quick. I am going to read a little bit, but I'm going to try because I already kind of have what I'm going to say here. You can find a couple of YouTube channels, and one of them really hasn't really ever gone into a deep dive of who SuperX really is. The other one does, and also let you know the type of quality with the clothes, you know, uh, some minor details with it. You get it repetitively, and that's why I'm doing this video. is because I'm going to treat it like, well, the way I would want my Superman or my Batman. I would like to go to a movie and be treated like the audience already knows. We already know the origin. We don't have to be repetitively told. That way, whenever we get into reviewing or looking into whatever it is we're looking into, Oakley, SuperX, whatever, we can just use the video time to go deep dive and get right on into it. We don't have to go into a big spiel, but the link would be put in the description to come to this video right here. If you don't know who the company is and all that, this is where you would come right here. And this is what I want right here. But this company takes clothes, like I said, from active casual wear. They take it and they set the bar at a whole nother stage, okay? And this is not just based on the licensing that they've gone through to make these license collaborations with these companies or brands that that we've known and come to love, from DC, Marvel, Star Wars, whatever, Power Rangers, Transformers, all of that. We all know those, and a lot of us all love them. Okay, they even do Mortal Kombat. They've got a collaboration with Mortal Kombat. With the first ones that they've done is Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and pretty cool stuff there. The process and the time that they've gone through is pretty detailed, and you probably really don't think about it, and just the average person, you don't really think about the sausage and the process it went to get to being a sausage. You just want to go there to buy it, to eat it. You like it. Well, there's a process at the close, and I'm going to help you understand a little bit of what it is that they go through to do all this stuff right here. So the details that they go through, they look at these characters for the first thing, who they're gonna do it on. It's Superman, okay, which they do have a Superman. But we're gonna throw that out there first, okay? Oh, we're gonna do Superman. Well, we know the colors, but they also have to go through, you know, there's going to be fans of Superman, so they're going to expect something. So we got to make sure that we appease that fandom to catch them, to let them know that we're doing a good service and we're giving something that they expect. Then we also need to do what they would want, and also what could they throw in a little mix of, and we could be surprised. Hey, wow, they did something here, and man, wow. That is where it all begins, right there. Okay, just that right there. So now then, we got to start going through, we got to start thinking of the fabric. Okay, then we got to look at colors, and then we got to get all these things done. They go through a paneling, and then they get everything stitched together, and then they get everything, and I'm going to show you all the details of going through all that here in just a minute. And like I told you, their headquarters in Las Vegas, Nevada. So there we're going. It's made right here in America. A lot of that you can't find. So whenever you get into these suits, when they're available, you can get it whenever you're doing a pre-sale, pre-order. And when you're getting into that, you can do it in a different way, not just single, buying one thing at a time. You can get it in a 3-piece, which would be a performance bundle. And you get the hoodie, the shirt, and a pair of joggers. Or let's say they had seven things made. You could get all 7 together in what they call the Ultimate Collector's Bundle. But you can buy it, if you just wanted the shirt and the shorts, or the shirt, shorts, and the joggers, maybe the hoodie. You could mix and do however you wanted to. You can get that. But bear in mind that the bundles, I'm just going to throw a number out there. Let's say the performance bundle. We're only going to do so many of these. We're going to limit 1 to 100. The Ultimate Collector's Bundle, we're going to limit that to 1 to 300, just to throw a figure out. Now then, they've got different sizes. They go from extra small all the way up to XXX. They add a certain amount of number that they're going to make in that bundle for that size. Mind you, also, that also counts in to the individual. So they're making a set, no matter what, they're making an average set for the size, whether it's individual or bundle. It doesn't matter. So once this stuff sells out, it's gone. You missed it. If it's something you liked and you're thinking, man, I'll come back to that a little later, and you get in the last minute, get to it, that might not be there. So you got to bear with that. You got to think about that. Let's look at real quick. We'll look at the slide here that I created for y'all through the process. Now, as you can see right here, you can see it's a 12-step process. And one of the steps is not normal. So really, what would be a 12-step process? It's really, if you take that one out, it is actually 11 steps. But that other step is there just in case. And if you added it, then you're going to have 12 steps. But each one, you can see step 1 is the blueprint. Step 2 is the fabric selection. Step 3 is the fabric dye. Step 4 is fabric cutting. 5 is the 3D stitching. Step 6 is the features. Step 7 is the branding. Here's the optional one. Step 8, embroidery. If you wanted to get your name or something, maybe a quote or the motto, if you did the Superman, you'd want, I fight for truth, justice, and the American way, whatever. If you did that option, now we're going to go into 12. But normal, regular, standard, it is 11. So the next step would be step 9, full assembly. Step 10, quality check. Step 11, they ship your suit out. And then step 12, delivery / suit up. Now then, you're going to see here that each step is a detail of what they do. So whenever you go track the status of what step your suit is in, you're going to see it. Step 1, blueprint, week 1. That's how you're going to see it. And of course, you're thinking a blueprint. Well, when you think about it, and the details that they're going through would be pretty much about like what they would build as a skyscraper or a car. What Oakley did with the sunglasses, it's going to go through a blueprint phase. And once they get that perfected where they want it, they're going to just ship it right into step 2. They're going to select the fabric. and that is week 2. And I'm gonna shortly, kind of get to the meat and potatoes here. They choose from different blends, namely cotton, polyester, and spandex, because they want to make sure that whatever you do, you're going to get the maximum comfortability, and you're going to get the stretch that you're looking for and needing when whatever it is you're doing, running, exercising, lifting weights, riding a bike. They're going they're going through every little detail to make sure that the padding of the fabric, the shade, to the anything that would go and make your muscles pronounced, your shoulders, your chest, arms, back. They're going through every little thing to make sure that you get the maximum stretch and comfortability with whatever it is you're doing. Even if you just casual because it feels good, you can do that. Then it goes into step 3, and they go through and I have enough right here broke down for you to read, but they go through a process to make sure that they get everything to match the way that the colors should be. If it was the superhero or whatever, they're going to make sure that the suit color is as accurate as it could be, whether they're taking it from the comic book, live action movie, the cartoon, whatever. They're gonna take that, and they're gonna make sure that they get the colors that they're looking for and that we would be expecting and looking for, because I mean, this ain't just for them, this is for the people that is going to be getting it. So they're thinking of you. Step 4, they're going to go through a fabric cutting, and they go through a layer system. And in that layer system is where it goes through a panel. And as you can kind of see right there in that little picture, they're already took a picture of somebody cutting the fabric, and it's in a panel design cutout that is being done right in front of you. And they go through that and get that from what they found in the blueprint of how they wanted to do the process. Then that gets into step 5, your 3D stitching. And they break it down real quick right here. It's really one of the most important things, which it says to their product, because nobody does it except for them. They're the ones that this is their stamp. If you take a look at any of their suits, you notice a very unique pattern of the abs, the muscle, armor, the cuts. The armor-like pattern can be achieved in 3 ways. Using a graphic to make those lines appear, which they're saying in parentheses is the cheapest way and most common that you're going to go find. Number 2, stitching together fabric to achieve barely visible lines. There's some people that do that. But the 3D stitching on every design line, manual stitching a rugged, thick, and protective stitch. In parentheses, they're telling you that that's the most expensive. And as you can guess, that's the way that they're going. And it's a complicated option, because once you see it in person and actually feel the stitching, it feels like armor. And what little bit I have kind of seen in videos, you can see that. And it's nothing like what you've ever seen. Definitely some nice stuff. So you get into step 6. That's when they're going to do the features. That's your zipper, your pockets, your drawstrings. They're going to make sure that they go through to make it look, as they would say, badass. But they want to make sure that it's functional, and the functionality of the item comes with the detail that the, wearing, which you'd be looking for zipper pockets and a hood and drawstrings and all that. They tell you that their zippers are waterproof, the highest of quality. So, you do get that. That's nice to know. Then it goes into step 7, week 9, the branding. That's when they're going to put the logo of whatever the hero is or the line. They're going to go through that branding, but they also put hardly very minimal their own branding on that suit. So when you get that, you're not going to have a big huge logo billboarding for their company. They're taking theirs away to put on marketing Superman or Batman or whoever. So that's kind of neat that they're doing that, which is another big surprise. That would be a surprise detail that they have took into the process of making things. Then you get into full assembly, step 9. That's when they're going to put the hood and the shoulders together. They're going to get all that put on there. Then it's going to go through step 10, the quality check. They're going to spare no expense to make sure that everything, when it ships out and gets in your hands, they're going to make sure that it went through their quality check, because if it didn't meet it, it ain't getting shipped. It's going to probably end up going back through a drawing board process on one thing. And then after it gets through all that, they're going to get to step 11. They're going to ship out the suits to everybody. And then step 12, it's going to be the delivery. And guess what? We can try it, put it on, see what it's about. And that's what I want everybody here to be excited about, because that's what I'm wanting to do here. Again, I'm going to go through Oakley. I'm going to give a little bit of a detailed video like this with Oakley a little bit. We already know Oakley, but most people don't know how it actually began. And there's just some details that's really, really neat to know. That's coming. And also, I'm going to be doing some memorabilia, which would be sport related. Some of this is, nothing's going to be of current, but definitely back in the day. So it would be a fandom for that as well. And it fits right here, which fit fandom. Again, I think everybody will enjoy. I kind of look right over there, and I think everybody will enjoy the little thought that I put in for the sports part into this as well. It's definitely going to be served right here. Very excited. So the next time I see y'all, we're going to be looking into a SuperX suit. And real quick before we go, to let you all know a little deep dive, what we're going to be doing here and to expect here is that y'all will get this video. If you want to watch the origin of how this is all done, who SuperX is, that'll be in the description in every video. But in every video, I will be right here and I will show the bagging, but I will not be doing the review on site. It will be off site, not in studio. That way the colors and everything, the details will get a little bit more visible in the actual lighting from the sunlight. I think that will kind of add a little spruce detail that you could probably have here on video as if you was seeing it in your hand in person. That's what I'm really looking for. And just a minor detail, not competing with anybody on this. Just want to make my own little mark out here doing this and providing something for all of you. And I hope you all enjoy it. And I can't wait to get a SuperX suit on and let y'all see what's going on with it. With that, I'm going to give y'all a little bitty teaser of a little outro that was created that is a lot shorter than my intro, but the intro is not very long either. But this will give y'all a little something to check out. Till then, I'll see y'all later.